Right, paperwork time before we actually get started and people are filing in. So if you haven't seen a doctor to allow you to exercise, please see a doctor. If you don't want to see a doctor, you can fill out my health questionnaire with which is called a PARQ Plus. Online, it's posted either below this video on YouTube or on my website, or it's actually pinned at the top of my Facebook page. Fill out the first and last pages. If you have to tick yes, you will have to troll through the middle bit. Don't worry, you can do it all on PDF. Save it with your name on it. Send it to me via messenger, email, snail mail, paper aeroplane. Send it via an underground, whatever you want, and then we'll discuss it and we'll get you exercising. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Freakout Friday, number 74. Strangely enough, the Holton family lucky number on the 2nd of October 2020. Right, let's bring up, there we go. Move the mouse over there so I can actually just see my bald spot. Right, so, good morning everyone. I hope everyone's having a nice time. Let's get things on the and all that as well. Right, so what we'll do is we'll go through first. We've got dumbbells, band or bands, a chair or something to sit on, and water, and yourself of course, and at the moment jelly. But today's little special guest, instead of Eleanor, is Eleanor's little Ted, sat on some chocolate spread. Yeah, okay. Right, so today's little talk, let's get on with it then. What was that, little Ted? Yeah, I do blather a lot, yes, he's quite right, I do blather. Right, so today's little talk is classes accessible to all. Right, the reason why I've done this is some people I said to some people, say, oh gosh, I'm tired today. They say, well, what have you done? I've done this, that, the other and the other. They say, well, you're a personal trainer, you should be fine, you should be alright, you should be able to do everything. No, actually, no you can't, because if you work to your potential in a class or a program, you will be tired. You will create micro tears in your muscles, and you will end up, the more you actually exercise, the less chance of you getting it, but you will get DOMS, delayed onset of muscle soreness. So I did a test the other day for a little program I've got called, you can't see it really, but I'll just wave it in front of you. It could be a blank piece of paper, but it's actually a laminated sheet for doing outside. It's called Suspension 720 version 1. And it uses a suspension trainer. This is a suspension trainer. I'm not going to hang from it because the ceiling's not designed for it. I'll just pull down the ceiling and I'd end up looking like a fool. No change there then. So, the reason why I like the suspension trainer is basically everyone can use it within reason. Okay, so certain medical conditions you won't be able to use it if you are what doctors call morbidly obese or stage 2 or stage 3 obese. You might need to lose a little bit of weight first, just so you can actually feel a little bit better on this and you don't put too much stress on your joints. But if you angle yourself, the more you angle yourself from the anchor point, which is that bit up there, the harder an exercise is. So if you're a beginner, you can start quite high up. So you're either facing that direction or that direction, or that direction and that direction. But you don't really want your feet up there with doing that, so it's down there. So the further down you get, the harder it is. So you can work the same system for almost everybody. The prime example of this is squat jumps. Squat jumps are a perfect example of an exercise which is accessible to all. If you can't leap, you don't want high impact, you just do squat calf raises. Okay, it gets the heart rate going. If you go into this lower bit and you've actually got you haven't got much cardio, you do little jumps. If you're athletic, you do bigger jumps. If you're super athletic, you do top jumps. Okay, so it's just something that you get you scale for yourself. So everything should be accessible to everybody. That's why there's trainers which I know come in and they, oh, my legs are killing me, I had a really long leg session last night. It happens. It just shows that you're actually working. That's the main thing really. So basically, classes should be accessible to all. One of the first classes I ever did, I'm not going to say names or anything like that, there was 3 of us in the class, and that the instructor beasted us. If you don't know what beasting is, going to the army, in the American army especially, they'll scream and shout at you and tell you to do stuff, and make you try and push you a little bit further. In the British Army, it's more of a prosaic way. They actually ask you to do things. Apparently. If I'm wrong, please put it in the comments. And after the first exercise, one lady got up and walked out and wasn't stopped by the instructor. From that point on, I knew that I would never let that happen in my classes. So I always progress, and make sure it's accessible for all. As you can probably tell, that certain things I say, don't do it, if you've got osteoporosis, be careful of this. If you've got high blood pressure, don't lift your hands up too high and leave them up there. I try and actually make it accessible to all, and that's what a good trainer should do. If they don't make it accessible to you, then there's something wrong, or you've got something so not wrong in your life, something so different in your life that you can't do it. Like, unfortunately, if you're an amputee and you don't have the correct prosthesis, you might not be able to do the squat jumps. But if you had one of those spring blades, yes, you can. Right, so that's basically the talk today. I hope that's alright, I hope that's cleared up a few things. If you've got any questions, please put them in the comments below and I will answer them. Now I need to actually try and stand on this without falling off to unhook this. Are you ready for a laugh? Oh, I didn't fall off. But you were all waiting for that, weren't you? Can get £250 from You've Been Framed for that. Right. So, right, I'm just going to close the door slightly because I'll let... Fortunately, I can't turn that radiator off because it's the main radiator. There's no valve on it, so I've had to open the door just to get a little bit of cold air in. Right, so shall we get going then? So we got 10 exercises. Let's start marching on the spot. That's it, good. Get those arms moving. Yeah, my arms are hurting me actually. Triceps, biceps as well. So yeah, it does happen. A lot of people from my classes know that basically when we do those reach over and touches, when we first did them, 3 days of pain unfortunately. That's because it's the muscle which hasn't probably been used very much, and what we've just done is broken it down to reshape it. I'm wider, and as you probably noticed, I actually do sneak some in. I bet you don't get as much DOMs now, or muscle soreness from that. You might get some, but you won't get a lot, because I've been building up the small muscles. Main thing. Right, let's push forward. March on the spot and push it forward. That's it, good. Right, let's do high prayer now. Really get those arms working. Careful about things behind you. I like a little bounce. Get those shoulders working. Right, this one what we're going to do is as we go up, we're going to twist our hand forward so the palms are facing behind us. Okay, so we're basically twisting the bicep. So your palms are facing backwards at the bottom, your palms are facing backwards at the top. So what we're doing is we're actually trying to work your forearm, the muscles down there, the protectors, and your bicep and your shoulders. It's like trying to get that wind, that smoke away from when you have a barbecue and all the smoke comes towards you. Go away! Go away! Always follows me. Right, march on the spot again. Let's put a little bit of ounce to it. So bouncing on your toes. I'll go wider again. That's it, good. We'll get you warmed up. Nice and easy. Right, last 30 seconds. We're just going to open our chest up now. So cross over, and you notice one hand is alternating, whichever one's on the top. So green, pink, green, pink, pink, green. Were you paying attention? Right, so the first exercise, just march on the spot continually at the moment whilst I explain. We're going to get the weights. We're going to put them together in front of us. We're going to go slightly wider than the shoulder width apart. Elbows down. We're going to try and intersect those elbows into the knees. So bottom back and down. So goblet squat, down and up. So you're looking straight forward, trying to keep your back nice and level. So you're not hyperextending and you're not rounding your shoulders. That's why I like to slot the elbows into the knees. Right, you ready? In 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Exercise 1.
That was a 3-second pregnant pause. So try not to lean too far forward. If you feel yourself pushing on your toes, that means your weight's a little bit too far forward. If you feel your toes are coming up off the ground, then the weight's a little bit too far back. If you also feel as though you're pushing through one leg, that probably means that one leg is slightly more dominant than the other. Especially when you get tired. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Right, we're going to put the weights down. So you've got, this is a knee raise flash down, so we're going to go back. And we bring the knee up, hands are going to go back, and you're going to try and go on your little toe, on your feet. So you're going up, back, up, back.
3,
if
2,
you just want to do high
1.
knees, do high knees.
2.
Okay, let's go. It's a little bit like flash dance. Need to look at the time every so often, so I will wobble. So you're like in a crunch position and you come up. And let's change sides. Feel so ungraceful at the moment. Ungraceful, not grateful.
3, 2, 1. Change
Whoa.
exercise.
Reach overs. I got the heart pumping. So we're going to go up, over, get a diagonal on the same side, heel, slightly kicked out. Don't try and twist your hips too much. Twist it in the
3,
socket if possible.
2, 1.
And we swap sides.
Exercise 3.
Let's go. So you're really pushing. Pushing with that heel and try and get as far away as possible with your hand. "20 seconds. "10 seconds. 5, 4, 3.
2, 1. Change exercise.
Brilliant, how do you do there? I was on the beat there. That was quite a hard beat. Right, we're going to get a chair. We're going to do high and low rows. So we're going to need the band. So sit in the chair. I couldn't see the chair then. Right, over your feet.
3, 2.
Hands facing, thumbs facing
Exercise
upwards.
4.
This one, grab hold mid thigh. Elbows in, tuck tight. Waist, chicken wings out. Waist, chicken wings out. So try to get those shoulder blades nicely cropped together. Try and make those nice little valley in between your shoulder blades. So when I go backwards, I go shoulder blades up, shoulder blades down. Okay. So we're trying to actually get those shoulder blades together. It does feel unnatural.
3, 2, 1. Change exercise.
Well, I didn't do half of that, but there you go, that's nice. Right, alternate it. Right, we're going to stay on the chair. We're going to keep our legs nice and wide. And what we're going to do is we're going to touch alternating size shoes. Right, you've got to alternate your shoes
3,
between you.
2, 1.
So try and
Exercise 5.
sit on the front of the chair. If you can't go all the way down to your knees, sorry, your toes, then go to your shins. Try not to bend your legs. So what we're trying to do is keep a nice straight back. Keep your tummy tight at all times. I'm sat right on the front of the chair, so you've got to be careful. If you've got a slippy floor, it could slide out from underneath you, so just be very careful. Brilliant. 10 seconds left. Nicely working small of your back.
3,
And also
2,
a bit of your lats
1.
as well.
Change exercise.
Right, we're going to do banded pull-outs now. Stranger sent a friend a video, and the video I sent had all these extras already in them. You know who you are.
3,
Right, so banded pull-outs, what we're going to do is put it in front of us,
Exercise 6.
thumbs facing together, pull out, and get your chest. Just trying to get your shoulder blades together again. So we're working the chest and the back at the same time. So it's a good thoracic region exercise. Ten seconds.
3,
3,
2,
2, 1. Brilliant. Right, we're going to do
Change
flat back
exercise.
plié. This is a bit different, so we're going to get into the second position of ballet. So nicely wide stance, feet facing 45-degree out. What we're going to do is we bend at the hips to get a flat back. We're going to go down and up. So
3,
almost like your hands.
2,
You can put your hands on the
1.
counter
Exercise 7.
and go down and up, down and up. So try and keep your back nice and straight. If you find that your back's rounding, just let your weight go back, especially if you're grabbing hold of the counter. You will actually lengthen that back. That's it, good. Can't see the clock, I'll look at it. 10 seconds left. So you can do it on the back of the chair as well. Put your hands on the back of the chair. Try to keep
3,
a nice flat back.
2, 1.
Don't tuck that chin
Change
in.
exercise.
Right, we're going to do banded pull downs. On that video, it did say the physio did say this is called a chin scraper. Hate that name. I think mine's much more sophisticated. Right. Hand over my head. What we're going to do is pull it out,
2, 1.
and we are going to try and
Exercise
scrape the
8.
chin down to the clavicle level, getting the shoulder blades to come and rotate down, and back again. Nicely controlled. Try and keep it tight, the band tight at all times. So if you find that it actually goes slack at the top, try and keep it at a slightly tightness at the top, so you're really working the middle back, your lats and your shoulders. Ten seconds. Next exercise is one of Eleanor's she created. That's not
3,
quite enough room.
2, 1. Change
Excellent.
exercise.
Brilliant. Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to pick up a dumbbell. Single dumbbell. And what we're going to do... Oh no, we're going to get both, that's alright. It's alright. We're going to punch out, across, and round over.
3,
Punch out, across,
2,
round
1.
over. So you are
Exercise
twisting
9.
your waist. And punch out and round. Punch out, round. Watch that chandelier. If you've got a chandelier, wow. We're nicely working those shoulders. So punch out, round over. It won't sell ice cream at that speed, will they? I hope they're alright, it's actually an ambulance. Shouldn't make fun.
3,
2, 1. Excellent, brilliant.
Change
Right,
exercise.
next time we do this next exercise, it's a new one I've created. We're going to do it without weights first, then with weights afterwards. So what we're going to do is put our hands out in front of us. What we're going to do is we're going to round our hands up and face,
3,
palm face up
2,
to that to the back.
Exercise
If you
10.
have problems with your shoulders, keep your hands neutral towards the front. So you go up, to the side, and back again. Up to the side. Sorry, your hands are faced down at the front, and the face up at the back, or neutral, depending on your shoulder mobility. So it's almost like doing a little bit like a butterfly swimming style, but you're not going all the way around. Try and keep those shoulder blades down. So this is actually quite difficult
3,
without the
2,
weights.
1. Water break.
Whoa, right, water break time, right. Roll those shoulders, get that tension out of the traps, and have a bit of water. Yeah, like northern ways say that water. And this has got a hole in it, dribbling down my chin. All over the floor to make the floor even slippier than it normally is. So how's everyone today? Having fun? It's not a bad day actually. Bit cloudy. You know you're watching a UK stream when they start talking about the weather. Oh, that's the phone. Sorry about that. So, right, we're going to go back to the goblet squats in 32 seconds. Hope you're all ready for this. Move the chair out of the way. I hope these new restrictions don't come into effect where I live, and those of you who are actually in the new restrictions, sorry for you. I really am really sorry that you can't mix with anyone. But you're allowed to go out and do a job and mix with
3,
people. Or go to
2,
school and mix with people, but you're not
1.
allowed to mix with people and socialise.
Exercise 1.
Anyway, that's life. Right, so let's do the goblet squat. So nicely shoulder width apart and slot your elbows into your own knees, please. Thank you. Excellent, good. Try and clench those glutes on the way back up. Really work those through. Going 15 seconds left. 5,
3,
2,
2,
1.
Change
Excellent,
exercise.
brilliant. Right, we've got knee rise flash dance. So remember, if you only want to go to high knees, you can do. But this one is more of a back lunge. So you're down, you come up, knee up. Now as your hand goes back,
2,
it's almost like you're trying to
1.
lift off the ground.
Exercise 2.
Okay, and then we're gonna go back and up. Don't have to go too far high on your toes. It's just as long as you get your heel off the ground, you're working your calves. Oops. And change legs. Good job, I did that then. Oh, bit unstable. I forgot which way I was doing it then. Not like me. Not like me. I never make a mess.
3,
Oh, forget
2,
it.
1. Change exercise.
Reach overs. I just couldn't get my coordination then. Happens. Right. How's your coordination? On a scale of 1 to blah.
3,
Mine was blah. That's
2,
horrible. Right,
1.
round over. That's right, reach overs.
Exercise 3.
Just a bit slower than last time with the beat. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. "12 seconds. 5,
3,
2,
1.
1.
Change exercise.
Excellent, good. We're going to do the high and roll lows back onto the chair. Do not ask me why I just did that.
3,
It's not
2,
fun. Right,
1.
remember,
Exercise
thumbs up
4.
Fonzie time. Elbows in, elbows out. Sorry. "15 seconds. 5,
3,
2,
1.
1.
Change
Brilliant, right, we're going to
exercise.
stay on the chair, we're going to do alternate toe touches. So remember, I sit on the front of the chair. If your chair tips, be careful, okay, just make sure that you're safe, more safe than ever, okay. If you want, you can actually bend your knee slightly and try and touch downwards.
3.
You don't go as far,
2,
you don't work your hamstrings
1.
as much, but it's
Exercise
still
5.
actually quite effective. So let's go. I'm doing it this way because I know that my feet are like stoppers because it's that big. And I've got nice rubber feet on the bottom of this chair. I think it's the only time I am not slipping around on this floor. Excellent, keep that back nice and straight.
Three,
3 seconds.
2, 1. Change exercise.
Right, okay, we're going to do band and pull outs. I think. Number 6, yes, that's fine. Oh, by the way, yes, anyone who puts a comment on my videos
3,
or anything like that
2,
with a picture,
1. Exercise 6.
if there's no relevance, let's pull out. If there's no relevance, I will delete it. Okay? I've had quite a few people actually just posting pictures of themselves, not from any of my regular class goers, but from random, I think, bots or people trying to. I'm not a dating site, okay? I might look quite swish. I don't know, I don't look like a gigolo, but I'm not, okay? 5, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant.
Change
Flat back
exercise.
plié. Try and say that 12 times fast. That's a challenge. Right, so we're going to do flat back plié. So, position 2. Arms up, bent over. So go down as far as you can. If you can't go all the way down,
3,
doesn't matter, as long
2,
as you're about 45-degree angle or
Exercise
more.
7.
You're working that back quite nicely. Parallel with the floor would be perfect. Am I parallel? Well, my arms aren't, but. "15 seconds. Really work the inside of your legs this one.
3,
2,
2,
1.
1. Change exercise.
Brilliant, right, work your shoulders as well actually. Right, banded pull downs. Got to be careful as well when you come back up that the blood doesn't drain from your head really quickly. So again, band shoulder width apart, nicely
3,
tautness, nice
2,
tautness.
1. Exercise 8.
No tautness in that one, no. Right, and we're going to pull down and back up. down to the clavicle, back up. So if you don't have a band, you can always use the scarves, where you actually just pull down and try and get the shoulder blades really nicely to round down. So it's almost like you're trying to fight the band, the scarf. Try not to hyperextend backwards. 3 seconds. 2, 1.
Exercise.
Sorry. Something in my throat. Right, punching round overs.
Three,
2, 1. So I'm going to punch out,
Exercise
round
9.
over, out, round over. Try and keep hold of that dumbbell as you punch out. Don't throw it across the room, the cat will not appreciate it. And neither will your significant other. Or your unsignificant other. You're doing well. 3 seconds, not really fast.
1. Change exercise.
Brilliant. Right, we're going to do it this time with weights, the rounding tees. You will find it a lot more difficult if you want to put the weights down halfway through. You're quite welcome to. So remember, fist down, round up, fist up, or neutral, depending on your shoulder
3, 2,
range of motion.
1. Exercise 10.
So you're going for a T, so straight in front, out to the side. Try and keep those arms straight. This is a lot harder. Can you feel the tenseness on your bicep as you actually go back to the hands up position there? Because that's what you're working on. You're working on the bicep as well as the shoulders. I developed this because of my lower bicep tendonitis.
3, 2, 1. Water
I find it
break.
works really well. Kills my shoulders. Because of my lower bicep tendonitis is about supination of the wrist. To actually go from pronation to supination, especially out to the side, where it's actually pulling the bicep tighter through the shoulder joint back to the scapula. I can't remember what it was called then. Thank you, whoever said that. Right, so water break, 1 minute. And then last time through. Right, so conspiracy time. Who thinks that Donald Trump getting the COVID is actually a political movement because of the last discussion they had was a slanging match? Answer on a postcard 2. Who cares? Sorry. If they both shout at each other, then there's something wrong. Right. But we can't complain, we've got silly people in power as well. I think we'll always get silly people in power. Right, so back to the Goblet Squats. Because the only people who shouldn't be in power are the people who want to be in power. That's why the Arthurian legends work really well. Yeah, expecting to meet Dom's tomorrow.
3,
Yes, Dom's
2,
not a very nice person. He's not allowed in our house.
Exercise 1.
Right, let's go down and up. You can still feel the hamstrings from Wednesdays, yes. Yeah, Dom's not a very nice visitor to the house. That might actually be a good t-shirt. Since it was your idea, then you probably end up getting a cut. Maybe a sleeve or something. A hem? Or a collar? What do you think? 5 seconds?
3,
2, 1.
Change
My word, that went
exercise.
fast. Right. Knee guys flash dance. I think what we'll do is we'll just actually cut this to high knees. Come on, we've done enough, haven't we? Unless you want to. But I'm just going to go to high knees.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go high
Exercise
knees.
2.
Nicely high. So you're trying to get it slightly to hip height or slightly above. The higher the better, because then you're really working the glutes and your hip joints. I like that. Dom's coming over. Oh, that's going to tickle me all day, that. Thanks. That was brilliant. 5,
3,
2,
2,
1.
Change
Sorry,
exercise.
I'm still giggling at that. Reach overs. Hey, we're professional here, aren't we? Ah.
3, 2,
Don't cry and scream on stream.
Exercise 3.
Reach overs. Hard to breathe when you're laughing. Oh, nice tune for this. Reason why I like to stick my heel out as well for this is when you push your heel quite nice to the ground, you get a nice stretch in your calf and the Achilles heel. 15 seconds.
Three, 2,
2,
1.
1.
Change exercise.
Brilliant, right, alternated. Oh, sorry, that was high low rows. Actually, what did we do on Wednesday? I can't remember. Goodness me,
3,
gone blank.
2, 1.
Right,
Exercise.
so remember it's elbows in, down, chicken wings up. This is the correct one, isn't it? Yes. Sorry, my brain really actually skipped a beat then. I was explaining something to my daughter last night and I must have skipped about 8 steps in my head because she went, "What?" I do that. Everyone used to think that my mouth used to work faster than my brain, but I've actually
Change
realised in recent
exercise.
years it's actually my brain working too fast for my mouth to keep up. Which is worse. I'll leave that for you. Right, alternated toe touches, seated. How you doing, little Ted?
3,
Even you can do it.
1. Exercise 5.
There you go. You sit on there. Right. Stay. Excellent, good. Keep it up. 15 seconds. Almost finished. You can go and get that cup of tea soon. Three,
2,
two,
1.
one.
Change exercise.
Right, we're going to do banded pull-outs. Right,
3,
so
2,
hands nicely up.
1.
Let's do banded
Exercise
pull-outs.
6.
So try and get the shoulder blades back. So you're working your back, and then you're working your chest as you're coming back. So resist it as you're on your way back. I always use this as the the new version of the old chest expanders. Though you don't get your chest hair stuck in it, I'm sure you women have real lots of problems with that. I don't either really, I don't know. I think I have 3 chest hairs.
Three,
2,
1.
1.
Change exercise.
Brilliant, as you can tell, I don't grow hair very easily. Flat back plie. So we're going to go back, hinge over at the waist, Feet nicely 45 degree angle. Make sure your knees are following your toes, by the way.
3, 2,
Hands out.
1. Exercise 7.
And down. And up. And down. And up. "15 seconds. So try not to pull your chin in too much. Three,
3,
two,
2,
1.
1. Change exercise.
Excellent, good. Right, banded pull downs. Bit of air guitar there.
3, 2, 1.
And
Exercise
pull
edge.
down, shoulder blades together. I'll give you a little advice, actually, something I learned a long time ago. Never do tricep extensions or tricep works where you've actually fatigued those and you get real painful after that a day before you go swimming, because you'll need those for swimming. Ten seconds. 5,
3,
2,
2,
1. Brilliant,
Change
right.
exercise.
Bang can go away now. Punching round the others. Back to the dumbbells.
3, 2, 1. Exercise 9.
I miss that. I think Eleanor should come and actually do some more, don't you? Make up some more exercises for us. Because she's very good at it. "20 seconds left. Excellent, punch out and round. So it's two
3,
separate motions.
1. Change
Brilliant, right.
exercise.
We're going to do the rounding T raises without the dumbbells this time. So remember, hands down, hands
3,
up, or
2,
to the front.
1. Exercise 10.
Let's go. So it's also, you're trying to get your shoulder blades down, so hopefully you'll be able to see that my shoulder blades go down and forward and down and forward. So it's a good shoulder exercise as well. Ten seconds, almost there. Go on, work through it. Try not to lean back.
3, 2, 1.
And there we go, we'll shake it off. There we go. Right, cool down time. Right, what I think we should do is, I think we should actually do the one stretch. So what we're going to do is stand nicely shoulder width apart, feet facing forward, knees are following your toes, and we're going to bend at the hips, go down, touch your toes. It's like that old fashioned joke that my granny used to say, I can stand on my hands. Yeah. Right, lift one toe off the ground. If you can put your hand underneath the sole, you can keep the tension on the back of your calf. Try and creep down a little bit if you can. And swap sides. If you can touch your heel from the front, then you're a better person than I. Either that, you've got tiny feet. and big hands. Excellent, down we go. What we're going to do is going to go arms up to parallel, grab hold of that imaginary steering wheel. I'm going to kick the hip out. I'm going to kick my hip out to the pink side, and I'm going to twist to the green side. So we'll be stretching the green leg on the inside, stretching the obliques on the pink side. So twist it. Should feel it running up there. Should feel it running up there as well. Three, two, one. Go around that chicane. Excellent, go. We're going to go back to the middle. What we're going to do is we're going to do a couple of these. We're going to round our back up, nice and easy, for one vertebrae at a time, rounding it up as we go up. So we're still looking at the floor until the last moment when we get to the top, and then we're going to roll it down again. Chin onto the chest, falling all the way down until we're parallel to the floor again, and back up. Keeping that tummy tight to all times. I find it easier to assist when you're pulling your tummy up. It feels as though you're trying to actually really extend your spine up. And down again. Arms out. And back up. Brilliant. Right, now we're going to open our arms up. Hands forward. Really get that chest stretched. Then we're going to put our hands now up behind our head. We're going to really try and stretch. We are going to lean back slightly to really get that chest out. Brilliant. And then reach up. Really stretch that back. Three, two, one, and release. And thank you very much, everyone. I hope you all had time. I know we have time left on the clock, but that's it. So I hope you all enjoyed Freakout Friday for the 74th. I still can't believe that. It's a long time. 74 episodes, my goodness. Right, well, got quite a few there anyway. So thank you very much all for coming. Hopefully I'll see you all on Monday at 9:30. So have a nice, healthy and safe weekend. Be well, be kind to others, be sociable but not too sociable, and God bless, and I'll see you all later. Bye for now.